Day 2 of the Doyle.
Day 2 is finished, and
Day 2 has come to an end, and Phil Hellmuth is no longer in contention. What happened, Phil?
And I just lost $420,000 playing Chinese. 210 of my money and 210 of Doyle's money. Ooh. So, you know, now I'm playing for 1,000 a point. I'd made maybe like 20 or 30, but it's a tough day so far. All the money I had in town, and now I owed Dolly 100.
Okay. Day 2 of the Doyle Brunson 5-Diamond World Poker Classic has just come to an end here at the Bellagio. Now, Phil Ivey came into today as the chip leader, and he maintained that chip lead throughout the entire day. He finished up with about 460,000 chips. Lee Markholt is a close second.
Well, I started with 73 today, and the first round I lost like 20,000, and then I got moved to a pretty good table, and doubled.
What made it a good table?
There's a lot of chips, a lot of loose action. There was a Frenchman right to my right that was a chip leader of the table that I was just kind of waiting for a spot, and I
found a spot?
I finally got a spot and doubled through him, and then just kind of was on cruise control after that.
So are you the big chip leader at your table the last few levels, or?
Oh, there's another guy at my table that had like well over 3, close to 400. So yeah.
So are you playing big pots, or are you trying to play small pot poker at this point?
I'm trying to play small pot poker, of course, and unless I get a big hand. So.
Feeling pretty confident going into tomorrow?
Yeah, I feel good. It's a long ways to go, but I feel great.
Amir Vahidi reached his goal for today.
Well, my game plan was I had decent enough chips that stay away from big pots, and I didn't want to take a chance and gamble on the big pots. So I was going to go slowly. I wanted to get down to close to 200,000 if I could close the day with it. That would be great for me.
And what did you end up closing with?
Actually, 231.
So you made your goal?
Oh, yes, absolutely. It was much better than I thought, because even though I did have a couple of setbacks, and I still came back through. So once again, patient paid off. It was a big tournament.
Yeah. So were there any big hands, or was it all small pot poker?
Mostly it was like that. In fact, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, because I had one big hand that I lost, one big hand that I won. So that even up. But mostly it was, I had a kind of calm table. It wasn't like one of those boom, boom, ramming, jamming tables, which is okay. Sometimes it works to your benefit, and sometimes it doesn't. I mean, but I personally, at this stage of tournament, I don't like a crazy table, so it was cool.
We hadn't seen Hucksteed for a while, but we found him here at the Bellagio.
Well, I was so burned out after the World Series, I just took a break from tournaments for a while, so.
Is this the first event you played in then? Since the series?
I think so, yeah, I think so.
So how's it going for you so far?
Pretty good. I'm still in. It's almost to the money. I have 72,000 in chips. I'm like below average, but I could easily be out. I had just had a pot where someone raised an early position, and I had 5-7 offsuit in the blind, and I called, and it came 7-7-8, and he had pocket eights. But luckily for me, I got out cheap on the hand.
How did you do that?
It was mostly because he kept checking. I checked, he checked. I checked, he checked. And I bet on the river. No, I figured he had nothing, but then I bet the river, and he made a big raise, and then I figured out I better fold, and he showed the eights fold.
Wow.
But if he had bet the flop or the turn, I probably would have raised him and gone broke.
So you got out with some chips?
Yeah, I only lost 10,000 on the hand, so he had more chips than me. I would have been out if he bet the flop and I raised.
So, but you're here to live another day tomorrow, day 3.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Hope I can get up on time. I almost didn't make it here today.
Day 3 of the Doyle Brunson 5-Diamond World Poker Classic begins tomorrow at noon. They're going to make it to the money, so keep track of everything on cardplayer.com. I'm Lizzie Harrison for Card Player TV.